Today we take a look at the Dominion Online Celebration preview thing. Hey everybody, welcome to the Grizzled Warmaster. I'm Mike.
I'm Doug.
And we're here, we're just excited because we've been putting together Dominion stuff. So, and painting and putting it together and getting frustrated and painting some more. Well, little fiddly bits. I take it, Doug, putting together the big bulky Stormcast is easier than the little spiky
It's not too bad.
push fit orcs that you break off spikes every time you try and push them together.
We got Andraste here.
Oh, nice.
I mean, she's actually fairly simple.
Mm-hmm.
She's about 6 parts or so.
Oh, really?
This thing is about 6 more parts just to put her stand together.
Is she attached to the to that stand? Okay.
Like, yeah, her legs come on one part, each on one part, and then we got the chonky boys here.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good. Each leg's a separate part. Each arm's a separate part. Then you got the chest plate, the back plate, and then the shield. So they're not too tough.
Nice.
And again, I mean, some of the heroes have kind of like spiky bits stuff that you have to worry about, but otherwise, they're pretty smooth.
Nice.
I know a lot of people online were saying that they were kind of a pain to put together, and I was like, I didn't find them. The Stormcast side, at least, was not that difficult.
The orcs were a pain. The Kruleboyz. I got the Hobgrot Slitters are easy to put together, but the instructions, they don't tell you that there's like multiple versions of the command unit.
Oh, right.
So each command part has 2 different of that command part plus 2 different regular guy versions. So by the end of it, you have like 12 extra bodies per sprue. That, but
And that's the Hobgrot Slitters.
That's the Hobgrot Slitters. But I'm so excited about them. I've already started painting them. I got 2 squads, the skin fully done on them. I might, if I like how it turns out, because I'm playing with them right now, put together a tutorial as I pick the 3rd squad.
Oh, all right.
If I like how they turn out, but we'll see. But today, we're here to talk about the celebration just last Saturday. They announced some new stuff. Yeah, which is exciting because I was already excited about the stuff they showed before, like the extra pieces. Like I can't wait for the troll. The guy on a troll.
Yep.
And then the bolt thrower. The big bolt thrower.
Yeah, you got a Troggoth, you got a big bolt thrower, and then we saw like a hero archer. I think they called him a Knight Judicator or something like that, and then a chariot. But we got some more stuff.
So let's take a look.
Let's get the disappointing news out of the way first, and that is wrong screen.
There we go.
That we have to wait until August for this stuff.
Yes.
And we don't know exactly when in August. I'm hoping week 1, 4 weeks from now, but
yeah.
Who knows?
Well, they said they're taking pre-order. You'll be able to pre-order this in August, which doesn't mean I'm hoping like
which
week 1.
Could be 4 weeks or 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Anywhere in between. So let's go ahead and scroll down to the covers of those 2 new battle tomes that are coming in August.
I like the red color.
That kind of matches the new rule book, and
the artwork is awesome.
Some cool freaking artwork on there. I am really hoping, because that shrine in the background in the Stormcast one has been showing up a lot.
Yeah.
I really hope they get a terrain feature.
Would be nice.
To their army. That was not in the preview, but who knows? I'm guessing that here we are 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 7 weeks or whatever away from the release. If they haven't told us it's coming now, we're not getting it. But
yeah.
And it would be nice.
I wonder if there's going to be a whole lot of changes between, or obviously the additions of all the stuff that we haven't seen in Dominion. But looking through the Dominion, I don't, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
there.
we got a little kind of sneak peek at some of what might be changing from the FAQ, but that you know, who knows if that's just to hold you over or really is a herald of what's to come.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
some of the units had some interesting changes, like the anything with a Sigmarite shield has +1 to save, so instead of rerolling ones. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
That is way better than rerolling ones.
Yeah. I mean, basically, it seems like the game is largely going away from rerolling stuff. So there are only a few armies that still do it and do it, you know, as kind of a core mechanic for them.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right, let's get into the really fun stuff.
Oh, looky here.
Yeah. All right. What is this dude's name? Is
let me get.
Bastian Carthalos. He's the leader of the Hammers of Sigmar. He's, what do they call him? A Lord Commander, I think is his title. Yeah, Lord Commander.
He's the highest ranking Stormcast Eternal this side of Sigmar himself.
Yeah, he's the highest ranking Hammer of Sigmar. Now, I'm hoping they obviously did not state this in the preview, which they did with, when we get to the Kruleboyz, one of their special characters. They did tell you could build it as not the special character, as a different. They did not say this with this guy.
I don't think so.
Which is kind of frustrating because all of the Storm hosts should have their own Lord Commander. You should be able to make a generic version of him.
Yeah,
and
but
just have a Lord Commander rank. But
I think this guy he is who he is. I love the effect they painted on the shoulder pad and the knee pad here.
Yeah, they're almost like lightning.
Yeah, the glowing blue
in the armor. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Now, as cool as that face is, and that is a really cool face, that helmet. I mean, look at that thing.
Now, I'm wondering, did they paint those stars on there, or is that printed in the cloak somehow?
I don't know.
I'm assuming that was a paint job, which is pretty freaking awesome. But,
yeah.
We do know that this is a damage 4 hammer. It has a specific name. I can't remember the name of it.
It's not Garth Mauls. It's not the
yeah,
hammer.
They said it in the preview. It's not Galmaraz.
Galmaraz,
it's better than Galmaraz.
Yeah. Which
at least as it currently is. Who knows if Galmaraz might change and the Lord Celestin or the Celestin time might change. But yeah, so this guy, he can hold his hammer two-handed or one, as we saw in the picture above.
Yeah.
But dude looks freaking.
I don't know which pose I like more: him walking forward or the two-handed. He's just cool looking.
Yeah. He is. Hammers of Sigmar aren't a bad storm host, so I would consider running him. This is a Knight Relictor.
Knight Relictor.
So we already have a Lord Relictor.
So like a lower ranking Relictor.
So this is a lower ranking, and the interesting thing is Lord Relictor is one of the cheapest heroes you can get. So in theory, this guy would be a step down in price from that guy. Not sure that that's actually what's going to happen, but it'd be interesting to have a really cheap priest character.
Right.
It would make me consider taking a priest.
Here's the thing: priests in 3rd edition are awesome. Prayers.
Yeah, they have some cool stuff that they can do.
Yeah. I think they're going to go that way to have at least like some kind of priest options in a lot of these. So.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of armies that already have some priest options, but I would be interested to see if the war chanters in the Auric war clans become priests, because they are not currently. They don't get to chant prayers, but they might become one in the new book. So that would be interesting. But
in the new War Clans book, which includes which we should point out that's going to include all the orcs.
All three of the current factions. Yeah. So
that's a weird belt.
This guy looks cool. He's got like a it looks like he's almost got like a chest on his.
Yeah.
And then on his back apparently is a reliquary, like a portable reliquary.
Oh, nice.
We don't get in the video they kind of pan around it, but It's a pretty cool model.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I like this one better than the Lord Relictor.
Mm.
The Lord Relictor's got the big like reliquary on a staff. He looks almost like a totem. It doesn't have as cool a looking weapon, so
Definitely doesn't have the coolest looking helmet. That one is cool.
no, he does not. The Lord Relictor almost looks like a chaplain.
Hmm.
So, all right. So we got those characters. Now we got some additional troops, and these are I forget.
Vanguard Raptors or Judicators. Vanguard
Well,
Raptors also excellent range. So these
No,
are
those are the good next guys down. These guys are Vanquishers.
Vanquishers. There we go.
So these are Thunderstrike armor wearing battle line troops that are swordmasters. They're
no hammers.
No, these guys are Great Blade wielders. Sigmarite Great Blades is the weapon they have. So they're kind of a Stormcast version of the Swordmasters of Hoth or the Blade Guard. What do they call it? I was going to say Blade Guard veterans.
Because she's holding that.
From 40K.
She's got her hand out with the blade over the top of her. Like she's ready to slide it in.
Doing like this kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
She's trying to slide it into some ribs there. And this guy here is one-handing his...
One-handing the Sigmar. He's like, that's... To be a banner bearer, you have to be able to one-hand the Great Blade.
So are these going to be like quicker than the hammer? Or what? How are they going to differentiate the swords?
In the what?
Like how you can differentiate a sword from the hammer guys, right? As far
these guys apparently get bonuses to fighting hordes.
Mm.
So maybe they have a 2-inch reach and they get an attack for everybody within 2 inches, kind of like the Blade Masters from Lumineth, whose name escapes me right at the moment. But that seems a little repetitive. So hopefully they do something. Maybe it's just like, hey, they did specifically say they get a bonus if there's 5 guys, and then another bonus if there's 10 guys, and then maybe it goes up to 20. Who knows? But yeah,
they are cool looking.
The more enemies they have, yeah. They trade the armors. They're not like the guys with the spears and shields have a 3+ armor save. These guys will have 4+, but theoretically their weapons will hit harder. We don't know how, but yeah, in theory. But all right, moving on, we've got the Vigilers, who are
scouts.
Yeah, kind of scouts. Like the Judicators come across as kind of like your battle line versions of archers that stand rank and file. They all shoot at the same time. Where these guys got a very mobile aesthetic, where they've got a sword and they've got their bows. The bows look different than the Judicators' bows, and they look like they said in the live stream, like these guys might be ranger types.
They're gonna map.
Apparently, yeah, they've got a map there. And apparently these guys have a special rule where if they hit a target, the rest of your army gets a bonus against that target.
That's pretty cool.
It's pluses to hit, pluses to wound. We don't know yet. But they get some sort of bonus for attacking who these guys have attacked.
You know what impresses me about the Stormcast Eternals is the fact that they have an entire army, the whole purpose of them is they got rebuilt in these heavy suits of armor, right?
Uh-huh.
So we got an entire army in heavy armor, yet somehow they have heavy armor and light heavy armor now.
Yeah.
Still full plate, but for somehow they have scout full plate and then the heavy full plate. So
right.
yeah, these guys are.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. Oh, and speaking of heavy armor, we've got the guys. Obviously, we already had the Annihilators, but now you can build Annihilators.
The two-handed.
Great hammer.
Yeah.
Big old Sigmarite Great Hammers, I think they called them.
Oh, that's the guy with the bear. He's got the bear in his chest.
Oh, yeah. The leader has a bear motif on it. Meteoric Grand Hammers, what they're called.
Meteoric Grand Hammers.
So they sacrifice armor getting rid of the shield, they go to a 3+ armor save instead of a 2+.
Oh, darn.
But they get greater damage with those hammers because the hammer and shield annihilators don't do a great deal of damage. Their damage comes from striking from the heavens and doing mortal wounds to everybody nearby, and then charging. Once they're into combat, their hammers are just rend one damage, so they're not really big damage dealers once they get stuck in.
But
Basically, what you do with the the hammer and shield guys is you get stuck in, hopefully do some damage, and then just tank it and go, I'm going to trap you in your back lines. I'm going to keep you from moving forward until you've dealt with these 3-wound guys who have a 2-up armor save.
Yeah. And now you got some damaging here with these two-handed hammers.
Now
I'm
you
going to
got
assume
these guys who come in afterwards and say, now we slam you to the floor. I always kind of like, I'm probably just going to take one unit of the Annihilators because they're cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
They can do some cool stuff, deep striking. But then my other Paladin unit will be the Evocators because of their ability to generate mortal wounds consistently. And you don't have to be charging or anything like that. But now I'm like, I want to some of these Grand Hammer guys. These are awesome looking. So, 3 units of Paladins in my army.
Nice.
We shall see. All right, your turn.
All right.
Your awesomeness here.
So, I thought the Troggoth was cool, right? And now all of a sudden we get a swamp boss on Scumdrek. All right, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at that beast. Look at those claws.
Yeah.
And it just looks disgusting.
Well, and it has rules for how disgusting it is. Apparently, these guys leak like poisonous fluid. Like, I don't know if they're drooling poisonous fluid, or if they sweat it, or whatever. But they apparently can make the poison attack. They get the Kruleboyz poison attack ability.
Yeah.
Just because they're that nasty.
Oh my goodness.
And they make all of the Kruleboyz near them have nastier poison attacks.
And I bet they do more than 1 point of damage, so if they get that poison attack off. So this is the special character version. This is Scumdrek, the special character version, right?
Yeah.
But you could also build this kit, and use a close-up of...
The Sludge Beast.
Sludge Beast.
Is what they call it.
Properly disgusting. And then you can also get a Skulldraker Beast, is what it is, but it's a Snatchaboss. So you can build it with a Snatchaboss on a Sludge Raker. So it's the same kit. And you can see, all right, what I'm talking about here with these guys, I love the aesthetic of the Kruleboyz because they're from a swamp, and their armor and the leathers on them look like they're just dripping off, like moss or some kind of vegetation. I mean, they all have that look about them, right? With all the leather stuff just dripping down almost, and then the spikes. But that is an awesome giant monster.
Check out all the motifs on this guy about capturing. Apparently, he is like an anti-hero or anti-elite kind of monster, where he goes and he has a special attack that will try and capture somebody or something. So they made a point of saying he's like your anti-hero.
Yeah. Unit. Well, he's got all these catchers, right? And he's got the locks and the keys. But so does the special character, because he's got a man catcher is his main weapon.
Right. Yep.
And he's still got the cages.
Yep.
All right. Coolness all around. And then, as if one Troggoth wasn't cool enough, we get a, Sloggoth. Yeah.
Which they did confirm it is a Troggoth.
Yeah.
It's just a disgusting swamp.
Yeah, who crawls around with grots on his back. Yeah. And speaking of man catchers, I mean, this is another motif of these reinforcements here. They have chains and the binders and man catchers and nets as well.
They cut off people's hands and stuck them on spikes.
And they cut off hands and stuck them on spikes. So, oh my God, look at this thing.
The drummer grot.
That is.
He looks freaking he's pretty awesome.
I hope. Here's the thing. I hope this is worth taking and it's not like a scrap launcher from the ogres. Which the scrap launcher is an awesome model. It's just not worth taking. And for its points, I hope this is worth taking. But it's a Troggoth, so I'm probably going to have it one way or the other.
Check this out. We already know you're getting a boss on a Troggoth.
Right.
And now we've got 2 more monsters. So you're getting 3 monsters in your reinforcements.
Yeah. Which,
that's
with 3rd edition monster rules...
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. And, 2 of them are characters riding monsters. So
yeah.
That's pretty freaking awesome. So you got character monsters, which are super powerful.
Yeah, because then we get the leader and the monster abilities as well. All right, and here we have these are our Gut Rippers. The box set of Gut Rippers, which gives you more options than the ones that come in the Dominion box. So as you can see here, they got some with the blades instead of the spears. They got axes.
Yep.
Right? They actually have a standard and a musician, where the ones in the box don't. So it's the kit will have more ways of building these guys out, right? So.
Yep. So you have.
They're still cool looking, and the shields match the faces, which is just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the bosses all have the spikes on their helmet. The higher the spike on the helmet, the bigger the boss. And these guys, so.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see, you can see some of the same guys in it. Like, there's the dude with the patch on his eye.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's just...
Yep.
But, yeah, so you can decide, do you want guys who've got further reach with the spear guys, or do you want, apparently, these vicious stickers, or whatever they're going to call, are, I don't know.
More attacks, or
better attacks. I don't know. Maybe these have rend, and I don't know if the spears have rend or not.
No, they don't. They just got reach
maybe
too.
These are going to have rend versus those that have reach, so you can decide, well, I'm going to have a smaller unit of just 10 guys.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they can reach over. I want rend weapons or whatever.
Yeah, run them in front and the spears behind.
Yeah. That is cool.
And then also the Bolt Boys, Man-Skewer Bolt Boys. We have the kit's going to have a champion one with a banner on his back.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And then different poses.
Right. Yeah, so this is the multi-part instead of the push fit kit.
I mean, with us getting 2 Dominion boxes, I got 6 of these guys. Depending, but they are pretty cheap, so I might. And they're doing 2 mortal wounds if they roll a 6 to hit is just awesome. Yeah.
So nasty.
That's why I'm pretty much always going to move and shoot with these guys, because then you get like double the chances of the 6s. Yeah, more dice is the name of the game. That's why in Kruleboyz, if you get an option of better saves or more attacks, you always go more attacks with the poison weapons.
Right.
The more dice you're throwing, the more mortal wounds you're going to get.
Yeah, unless you have somebody on their last couple of wounds and you just need to guarantee you're going to hit, like you said, it's probably always a better idea to move and shoot to get those extra attacks.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm excited about this. I mean, except for the fact that it's a month away.
We have to wait 2 weeks or whatever. So.
This is the earliest they've given us a preview on these, hasn't it? I mean, usually it's like a couple weeks before.
Yeah. I mean, anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks ahead of time, they will generally give the stuff. So I'm hoping it's the first week of August. I know that they had said, like, some of the other stuff that they were like, hey, we wanted to announce this earlier. We wanted it to come out earlier, but just the way things have been over the last 18 months, this is the soonest we can get it. So you kind of have to, like, okay, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
That we would like it all right now, but they're trying to keep everything going on both the AOS side and the 40K side. They also, down at the bottom of this, and I don't remember if they said it in the stream, but at the bottom of the article, shortly after this, I would assume probably the next month, so in September, maybe later, there should be a Chaos Battle Tome coming.
Nice.
So, let's see, a third in October.
Right.
Something
October.
a little more Chaos flavored will be coming.
So,
That's an interesting way to say a little more Chaos flavored. So
right. So
does that mean one of the 4 main Chaos factions, or are we talking something like Beast of Chaos,
or like the Chaos or the Chaos Dwarves that they straight up talk about in the Dominion box.
If they kept that secret,
they
actually come out with that in October, holy cow.
They talk about them a lot in the lore, in the new rule book, in the Dominion. Have you read the Dominion stuff on this? The fluff?
No, I haven't.
So the Hobgrots are a go-between between the Chaos Doradin, is what they call them. The Doradin that fell to Chaos, the fallen Doradin, is what they call them in there.
Oh.
So
Interesting. Okay.
So and they're Forge Masters. So they're the ones that create all the explosive weapons and all that. So the Hobgrots act as a go-between between their Chaos Master, those guys, they work for them, and the Destruction Forces. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you get a brand new Chaos Dwarves?
Hey, it's unlikely, but they mention them finally, right?
Yeah.
The Fallen Doradin. I mean, they had to say something with the Hobgrots in there, but they said enough that you're like, wow, okay, they said a little bit more than what they didn't just gloss over them, right?
Right.
They mentioned
referred to him as the Legion of Azog or whatever.
Nope. They said they called him the Fallen Doradin, the Doradin who were swayed to chaos. So they're the Chaos Doradin.
Oh, please give me.
They called them, and they said they were I mean, we went into detail about them being Forge Masters and the weapons they create and why the Hobgoblins work for them, and then the Hobgoblins act as a go-between between them and the Destruction Forces that they also work for. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I need this.
Or if they just did like a big Chaos book like they're doing here, because these are the first. Because, all right, let's put it this way: they have their own armies, but this might be a way. This is kind of like speculating here, but the very first 2 books that are come out that are the armies are in the Dominion box set are multiple army books, right? So the Stormcast incorporates all the old Stormcast stuff, right, and all the different casts of the Stormcast, right? All the different whatever,
Right. Yeah.
Space Marine chapters, whatever they're called.
Right.
So it has all those. The Kruleboyz is a Auric War Clans book, which includes all the Auric War Clans from before, right?
Right.
So if this might be a way they're going forward, well, they'll still have the individual armies, but they'll have a unifying book, right? Maybe the Chaos thing they're talking about would be like a unifying Chaos book, and then you'll have the different Chaos armies in there, right? And a cool new addition would be the Forge Master Fallen Doradin. Would just be a cool little addition,
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, if they did that, I don't know if that's the way they're going with it, but
Yeah.
it could. I mean, given what they're going out with the first, because I did not expect the Kruleboyz to be part of the regular Orc War Clans, right? Or that's the way they come out. So now,
Right.
so basically, this is, reprinting two books in one, right? Or reprinting one and having a new one. So,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I think personally, I think that would be an awesome way to go with the 3rd edition. Instead of having the Grand Alliance books, just having these books and all the different factions in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how people would take that or not. I think that people who are like the different Chaos Gods would be upset if part of their book is taken with other Chaos Gods.
Well, maybe not the Chaos God ones, but I mean, there could be well, maybe. I don't know.
Like throw Slaves to Darkness and the new Chaos Dwarves.
And a new Chaos Dwarves together, that'd be sweet. Yeah, something like that. But who knows? Because Chaos they're big enough on their own that, but who knows? They might. What they're doing. So, what do we think? This is.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm at the very least, Stormcast is going to be my Path to Glory army when we start our Path to Glory campaign.
Yeah.
It may not be my competitive army for tournaments and stuff like that. We'll see when the book comes out. Well, how strong it seems as far as being able to handle different armies. Because man, they would be tough to take up against like Sons of Bahamut.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I have Mega Gargant number 3 built.
Yeah, nice. All right, yeah. So, anyways, it's really exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on this stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna get at least one set of each of them just to have them, whether or not their rules justify. I have a feeling that the Chariot is just not going to justify its point costs. They almost never make Chariots worth
right
what they, what their points are.
Yeah. And this Slogoth troll with a Grotz in it might not be worth his points, but I will own one just to say.
Yeah. I mean, at least it's a monster.
It's a monster.
I assume it's probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Troggoths that aren't Trog bosses. I don't even think the Trog boss is a monster. So maybe it won't be a monster. I don't know.
They're not monsters? I thought they were monsters. I know they're not behemoths.
I don't think Trog bosses are.
The big Trog bosses are behemoths, but I think regular. I think they have the monster keyword. I have to check my Goblin book, but
yeah, we'll have to figure it out. But yeah, I think it's nonetheless there are lots of cool models, and I would still want to have them, even if I never get to put it on the table because it's just not worth it.
Yeah. But
I think that really the only thing that's, well, I doubt I'll take the Archer Hero either. But nope, he's not a. Dankhold Troggoth is not a monster.
It's not a monster. Wow.
No, despite how big it is, and it's got 10 wounds, but there are other 10 wound creatures that are monsters like the Seraphon Stegodon. I think only has 10 wounds and it's a monster, but it's different, I guess.
With a Man Crusher Gargant. Oh, they got 12. They got 12 wounds. Never mind.
Yeah. Yep. So, anyways.
All right, guys.
Exciting news.
We just had to talk about it. New news. Be sure to pay attention to the channel here. We're going to be putting out some more Age of Sigmar videos. And we are going to have a new podcast that we're going to do live on Fridays. What, 7:30?
Yeah, I think 7:30 to whenever, probably 8:30.
Yeah.
Count on, maybe later. We're starting the 16th, I believe, is what we said.
I believe.
Although, who knows? This Friday we may do a trial run just to see if everything works.
Right. Well, yeah, as we're getting set up for that. But yeah, we'll start doing live streams there, guys. Checking it out, and we're going to be putting together some other videos. So pay attention to the channel. We've got lots of great stuff coming out. So thank you very much. If you like what you saw, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below.
Share with your friends.
Yeah. And guys, we'll see you next time with some more Age of Sigmar news. Bye.